Hello and welcome to Access Sportsnet. Lakers, driven by your Southern California Honda dealers. I'm Chris McGee, the Hall of Famer Big Game James Worthy, five-time champion Derek Fisher. Allie Clifton is here. You'll have Trudell and Brez taking care of the post-game sound. The Lakers get the easy win without Anthony Davis. They score 40 first-quarter points, guys, and they kind of cruised from there. 6 players, James, in double figures, and for the second consecutive game, they shoot 56% from the field.
Shared the ball pretty well, 32 assists total for the team. They came out and took Minnesota serious. Minnesota back-to-back games, a little short-handed without their star player, but didn't matter. The Lakers did a good job. Kuz coming out, replacing AD. I just thought they were very active on both ends of the court, got the fast break going. Pretty good defense.
Yeah, one of the keys to, being or becoming a great team is the ability to, be intentional about knocking people out. Like like James just mentioned, knowing that Minnesota was coming in off of a back-to-back, missing Karl Anthony Towns, clearly the better team. You go out, you send that message right away. You make tonight easy, prepare yourself for tomorrow and for the rest of your season. Great to get these kind of wins with LeBron in 26 minutes, not having to do too much to get him over the top. Happy for Kuz. Marc Gasol starting to get himself into a rhythm as well.
Yeah, 9 players hit threes a couple of nights ago on Christmas, 7 tonight. Lakers are shooting the ball well after a slow start to the season. We saw the complete Marc Gasol game. He is standing by with Mike Trudell.
All right, Marc Gasol, second straight game here at Staples Center. The ball's really popping around on offense. What have you seen from the early season development and how you guys are getting such good looks around the court?
We just continue to move, share the basketball, obviously, with him, with that much talent offensively. We want to make it tough on defenses by moving the ball and helping each other.
Hey, in the first quarter especially, you and Kuz had a nice little connection. You found him for 2 of those 4 3-pointers. We saw that in the preseason as well, Mark. What about his game seems to click with the way that you pass the ball?
He moves. He moves without the ball. He does a great job. He has great size. He doesn't hesitate when he gets it. He has great confidence, and that's all very positive.
You were playing without Anthony Davis, of course. That changed the lineup. We mentioned Kuz going into it. Does that tell you something about the depth as well, that you can have this effective of a performance like this, even if Minnesota was out without Karl Anthony Towns, I should say? Yeah,
well, when you're out without a player like AD, you're going to feel it in different areas. But I thought we did a good collective effort to make up for that loss. I thought defensively we did a much better job on the ball and communicating and doing the schemes and executing the schemes that we had before the game, and finishing possession with rebounds for the most part. I know obviously in the first half we didn't rebound the ball as well, but we got a lot of stops.
And Mark, last one for you. Just wondering your early reactions to playing alongside LeBron James. You've been going against him for many years. What's it been like being on this side with him?
He's a very unique player. His IQ is it's very, very, very high. He's seen everything on both ends of the floor, and he's very unselfish. Great teammate to have. He has so many options that sometimes it's got to be hard for him.
Mark, we appreciate your time. Thanks very much.
Yep, you guys take care.
All right, look at Marc Gasol, guys. I think Laker fans have been waiting for Mark to be a part of that offense. Frank Vogel said it after the Clipper loss. I got to get him more involved. He needs to facilitate, and he did just that. 8 assists, the 4 blocks, huge, especially coming into the game. The Lakers only averaging 3 blocks a game. Tonight, they had 14. 7 rebounds. Here's another big one. 3 for 3 from three-point land. We know Marc Gasol can shoot it, and he did just that. So he goes 12, 8, and 7. James, I'm not sure how many big centers can do what he did tonight, facilitating, running the offense through him from the top of the key. He makes the right decisions. He's so good on that backdoor cut, and then he stretches the floor as well.
Kind of like his brother. He's got a high IQ for the game. And if you're a player that's worrying about not having any plays called for you or not getting enough shots, you get in the game with Marc Gasol and you just move and cut and keep your eyes on the ball. He'll find you. He's an exceptional talent. He's not going to play outside of his box. Like I said, he's not going to block a lot of shots, but he does this very well. That late pass, I love that pass. As soon as the defense thinks they got you on a denial, that split second, and when he starts to knock down that 3, Geeter, it's going to be very valuable to a team if he can stretch the floor like that.
Yeah, short preseason. for a veteran player like Marc Gasol joining a new team. The more time we get into this season, the more confident he feels about how he can work with his new teammates, where guys like to receive the basketball, and getting himself into basketball condition, which is different. And for bigs, it really is different. This was good to see tonight. I think the offense, without Anthony Davis in particular, Gasol's going to have the basketball in his hands more. So finding this rhythm with AD out there is going to be key as well.
Guys, I want to talk about Kyle Kuzma. And hear me out on this. We show a lot of stats with Kuz. When he starts, his numbers compared to when he's coming off the bench, he gets a higher volume. This might be my favorite Kuzma game. I'll tell you why. He started. He set the tone with 14 first-quarter points. He had 4 threes, James. But then after that, he didn't overshoot. He didn't go, I'm going to get 30. He just played tough defense, had 3 blocks, had 3 assists, actually gave up a couple easy buckets to get other guys involved, finished with 20. And that's the Kuz that he's making that huge jump year 3 to 4 that
He's rolling that left ankle. So something to keep an eye on over the next couple days.
Kuz already with 20, 8 of 11, 4 for 6. He's also got a couple of blocks. He is doing it all. Montrezl Harrell, of course, off the bench, 8 points on 4 of 6. And LeBron, 7 and 3. Remember, no Anthony Davis tonight because of the calf strain. All right, more to come. Jack in the Box halftime report. Kuz dropped 14 of his 20 in the first quarter. T-Wolves still don't have a player in double figures. The champs lead by 22 at the break.
Lakers basketball is brought to you by Jack in the Box. Try the new Cluck Sandwich Combo with a new thicker filet for $5.99. Only at Jack in the Box.
Big M James, I'll start with you. It's been all Kyle Kuzma, and it's not just the shooting. Obviously, the points we're used to, but he's doing everything. He's doing it under control. Great demeanor out there.
Well, he had 2 blocks in the first quarter as well, so he's very active, taking advantage of the situation. We knew he could do this. This is what he did when he first came to the Lakers. Remember the Summer League? But he had to learn how to play. He matured. But when called upon, we know that he can get the buckets.
Decision-making, Fish, and the efficiency.
Yeah, you can see in his eyes, like he's really under control. He's composed. He understands when he wants to shoot, when he wants to make a particular play. And, I think this is something that we've seen even prior to tonight with him coming off of the bench. And now he's just extending upon the great play that he's put out this season so far.
Passed up a couple of buckets, too, to get other guys easy ones. Always good to see that. Montrezl Harrell makes the most of his minutes, 8 points in 13 minutes off the bench. Trez and the Lakers lead 67-45. Jack in the Box halftime report rolling on.
You see that move right there? See that jump hook?
Fish, we're getting used to Montrezl Harrell. You see the stats here, 68-45, Lakers on fire, 9 of 20 from 3. Montrezl Harrell getting it done off the bench with 8 points.
Yeah, with the 8 points, we're consistently seeing that. Only 1 rebound at the half so far. So it looked to see him attack the glass in the second half, but we talked about this mid-range pull-up that he's been showing the confidence in, and then, of course, around the basket. I don't know if there's anybody better in the league so far in that restricted area.
You know what? He'll sense if you're not ready to work hard, and if you're not ready to work hard, it's just going to be over. Great post-up moves, old-school post-up moves, jump hooks, power moves, very active. He's just a remarkable talent.
4 for 4 for mid-range this season. He hit 4 mid-range jumpers all of last season. He worked on his game, and it's showing. That does it for the Jack in the Box halftime report. Back to Bill and Stu after the break. Enjoy it. We'll see you in the postgame show.
Hard work pays off.
Hard work pays off, Fish. And LeBron now.
Man,
I got a show ready to go.
I would love to sit down with Montrez, man. North Carolina, he's a cool dude, man.
Yeah.
Tough dude. He's a man.
We'll get him in here one day.
Yeah, man. Now that he said that, I'm gonna pick him up.
There we go.
Nah, I can't pick him up now, but when the time is right, we'll get together.
Big Game Alley, we got a new segment. It's called Fish's Focus.
Ooh.
Brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa.
Like
Good time.
Good time. Ooh, Fish's Focus. Montrezl Harrell, he's been a monster on the offensive glass. That's what I always loved about him when he was with Houston, when he's with the Clippers, because he kills other teams. Show us how he's doing the work early.
Well, we talked a little earlier, right, about Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee's shot blocking being gone. One of the other areas that you're going to miss Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee is on the offensive glass. And Montrezl Harrell
You ain't
is
doing Fish's
already
Focus.
showing us how much of a difference not only he's going to make himself, but the mentality of other guys going to the offensive glass. Montrez hiding out in the short corner here in this dunker spot, we like to call it, behind the defense. And when that shot went up, he was able to shoot in front of Dallas's player without vision, gets to the offensive glass. He and Markieff there battling, get to the foul line, getting free throw attempts for the Lakers, which they're going to be one of the league-leading teams getting to the free throw line all season. Here, Montrez deciding, okay, I'm not close enough to crash the glass this time. Dallas likes to play in the open court. Let's get back, get our transition defense.